Welcome to our next episode of Boxes in the Basement. As you can see, we're not in the basement. We're actually in a different location, a different site. We're here with my man Nick, so we appreciate Terrence and Nick hooking us up with this little venue for us to get into some sneaker talk. So with that being said, let's get right into it. You know, I don't do too much chitter chatter before we get into the shoes, and then we can save that for the end. So this is the last sneaker review I did. Finish Line does have it. It's an awesome price point. I know we're gonna take this off while we're talking, but I know Greekfreak, Paul George, and Kyrie Irving had their price point set to 110, 120, 130, which is phenomenal. And whenever they have a specialty shoe or a campaign shoe, they always put $10 on it. And that just supports the movement and initiative, whatever that they're doing at that time. But this is the last one that we did, so stop by here and pick it up. Some other performance shoes that they have here that you can get online, or you just pull right up to the store and get the Kevin Durant's. These are a little bit more expensive. I haven't played in this, but I did hear the reviews, read the reviews. Apparently they're pretty good. A lot of trainers wear these when they're training athletes. So this is a price point of $150. The Kyries, I'm just gonna go through some of the colorways. They got the red, white, and blue colorway that came out. I believe this is one of the first ones. Maybe the black one with the white sole, or this might be the second one, or this might have been the first one, or it might have been one of those releasing at around the same time. But it's $95 now, so pick this up. Some of them went on sale, so they don't sit on the shelf too long, and they can get on athletes' feet, and they can get into what they got to get into. This is another one, 11s. He wore number 11 when he played for the Boston Celtics. His father wore number 11. It's significant to him. And if you put 1 and 1 together, you get 2, which is his number from Cleveland. And I believe he went back. No, he's still number 11 with the Brooklyn Nets. So that's an awesome colorway. If you like a black silhouette, you can pick that one up. This is, again, Paul George. The price point was set to $110, but now it's $75. So you can pick this one up. This is a good one. I did actually play in this. I actually had a practice in this with shout out to the Westchester Wildcats. I practiced in this shoe, and some of my teammates seen it, and they end up going to pick it up because they got the review off of me after we left practice. That's the Paul George. Going back to the original shoe we started with, that's the Volume 2. This is the Volume 1, the Zoom Freak 1. These are a price point, the Milwaukee Bucks colorway edition. These are at $70. And then let's get into the undertone. So, talking to some of my people, my connections from New York, it's an undertone that sneaker companies are releasing shoes to specific male gender, and the females, they're releasing the colorway or the silhouette, but they're not putting it in their size. So you kind of have to find out what size you wear in that particular model. I believe it's 2 sizes. Is that right, Nick?
Yes, sir.
2 sizes. So if you are 7 in women's, then you will wear a 9 in men's. But that really doesn't speak to the masses or that gender or population. So I do like Steph Curry and Under Armour, how they go ahead and they went ahead from a girl that wrote a letter to Steph Curry saying, why is it just on the boys and the men's tab or page? And then he ended up doing one for the girls. But this is a review I did a couple weeks ago. The Asia Irving, so Kyrie Irving's sister. He lost his mom at 4 years old. So him, his mother, and his sister, and his father is real close. So him giving her the steering wheel, the driver's seat to design these. Year of the Woman, we talked about the emphasis on that. So go ahead and check that review out. And then that's going to spearhead us to what we're about to talk about for the next 5 to 7 minutes. But I did want to point out, since we are in Delaware, shout out to Lena Deladon. She actually designed these sneakers with Nike that address the need of her sister and other ones that have a disability. So it doesn't have, it's like a laceless system. So it doesn't have shoelaces where if it's difficult for you to tie, and I even think that's cool for younger kids that aren't able to tie their shoes as of yet. You can kind of take the strap off and just tighten it according to your need. But she did play in these last season. I actually went to a game and saw her play in them, so she just doesn't put a product out and not use it. And she wore it the whole game. So some players change at halftime. And if she did change at halftime, she put the same color shoe on. So shout out to her for that. Some people didn't know that. So different people that play basketball just like to wear sneakers, and they have disabilities. They may be autistic, and maybe have some sort of deficiency where they can't tie their shoe. This has different points to it as far as comfortability, functionality of it. I think that's cool. So they do have these here, the white
colorway and the purple colorway at 110. So they originally started at 160. I understand why, because it's a lot of technology, and if you can see one of them, it got a little something with it. It's not just a weak shoe. It has like a little Achilles guard.
Yeah.
You
To
know?
be honest with you, it's full ball hard type status.
Yeah.
It really is. They really did something amazing with the design, and unfortunately, I haven't seen too many people come through for them. But I would like to see more because they really are something, especially the sole. Like that really gets me.
I noticed that too. It's like an iridescent type, not iridescent, but it's like a multi-color sole. But it looked like it'd be good for concrete, like outdoor.
Yeah.
You know
Does look pretty cool.
You know, those translucent soles and stuff like that. Like it'd be kind of hard to play outdoors in. It got good traction, but it wears a lot faster.
For sure.
All right, so Nick, out of all the ones that we just went over before getting to the main thing, which one do you like the best?
Kyrie to Paul George. I'm going to be honest with you. The PG4 is one of my new favorite basketball shoes.
Okay.
Genuinely, it's a little tight at first, especially around the anklet.
Yeah.
And I noticed after a week it did stretch out. Genuinely, though, comfort-wise for a ball shoe, I don't think you can really get any. Kyrie's, though, that strap really does help, but I love that they took kind of a resemblance from the glove, if anyone knows. That zipper really got me, so a little biased, but the PG4 all around.
I do like these. When I try these on, actually, you got to go up in sizes in these. These aren't true to size. So they're cut kind of small, but like Nick said, the sole in it gives you like this, like you're not just walking on the ground, you kind of feel yourself walking on cushioning. I do believe this has a zoom technology in it.
That's insane.
I do like the zip up, like the gloves, the GPs. I do like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. The tying of it, some people lace it. I know Ja Morant wear these a lot too. And shout out to Ja Morant, he's a beast. I do like the Kyrie, so I will pick them too as well. I haven't played in the Zoom Freak 2s yet, but I do know that the Kyries, I like the lockdown. I'm all about lockdown, because if you're playing at a high level, high pace, fast pace, your shoe gets loose a little bit as you're playing, and to keep retying it, sometimes it's a hindrance while you're playing, and sometimes you don't want to just stop in the game and just retie it. So that extra lockdown, the zipper on the PG gives it that lockdown too, but I think that strap gives it an extra. And then if you do have to, at the free throw line, a timeout, you just boom and just get it real quick. So yeah,
Just believe.
look, we've been
Sir.
Look, we in the mall, so we adhering to all of the we adhering to all the guidelines. So this was the main event of what the Boxes in the Basement sneaker review was about. So the main event is get right into it. You can hold one there.
Yes, sir.
So this is the black silhouette. I know this was kind of anticipated. We'll just tag team. So I'll talk about a point I like, you talk about a point you like.
Sir.
So we'll get right into it. Since I got the mask, the Bathing 8, the print. That's one of the things that jumped out to me. Let me just put that up a little bit closer to the screen. That's one of the things that jumped out to me was the or the Bathing 8 type print. It has that camouflage look, and I do know that it has like hearts in, if you look at it, I don't know if they did that intentionally, but some of the patterns are like hearts, which it may be just the camouflage look, but I do like, you see that one right there?
I actually see exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's wrong.
Yep, it's right there. Yeah, I did see that on.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's on another one too. But and then real quick, since I just tag into that one. So it has a heart, the eyelid, the top eyelid is a heart too, which I kind of like. So I don't know if they kind of spun that right there. I don't know if they spun it to doing that intentionally or on purpose, but that was kind of cool.
Either way, yes, sir.
Yeah. So what you like on it? Or what stands out to you?
The attention to detail. I like how the colors all tie in together, and I genuinely love the double swoosh.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part, though, I'm a sucker for icy and translucent. This back tab, that's something else.
I like that.
That color, the translucent, it tied the shoe.
I like
together
that.
for me.
It did. Now, so this will be a translucent because you can see through it, right?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
It's mad tough.
Yeah. So let's talk about some more. I do like the attention to detail. I do know that. I don't think Kyrie did, because I watched on IG Live, Kyrie Irving was on Nike's handle, and they were talking about the shoe coming out, and it was a purple one. And I don't even really think Kyrie knew that the black one was coming out, so she kind of surprised him with it. He was like, "Ooh!" And she said, like, all Nike athletes that have signature shoes, it says engineered to the exact specification of. It may say it on their shoebox, or it may say it on the tongue, or on the bottom of the sole. Inside the shoe, it says it somewhere, but on here, it has Kyrie Irving's name scratched out, which I kind of think is cool. Like, they could have just not put it on there and just put her, but they kind of like
I
X'd
didn't
it out.
notice that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
the detail is insane on these.
yeah, because I don't know. I don't think it was staged, because I think, you know, Kyrie's a genuine, authentic person, and I think he speaks his heart, and sometimes truth, you know, people don't really like, but he does speak truth. So when he said, he was like, yo, you scratched my name out too, like, what did you do? So I think that was kind of cool.
Much respect.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If you remember the SpongeBob video that he did, he's very involved
Yeah.
with all his designs. That's what I respect a lot.
Yeah.
He puts a lot of heart and just up until this 6th generation,
Yeah.
everything has been his say so. And
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting you said that because it crosses his name out. He doesn't have control this time.
Right.
I like
And he
that.
did trust his sister, and they talked about that too in the live IG live video. He said, why did you trust me giving you that power? You know, and he says that they sold 700,000 shoes minimum. So if you're doing that at a 130 price point, you know, that's in the millions of dollars just for one shoe. You know, so that just shows the power, you know, the control that he's given her. I do like that emphasis, which you pointed out. Like Giannis does that. He's really into family, really into detail oriented, getting his family's name. You know, Kyrie has his daughter's name, his mom's name, who he lost. You know, Giannis lost his father. So he always has, I'm my father's legacy. I do like that. I do like how he puts that in here. And then she put Year of the Woman. And I think every, you know, women birthday. So I think that every year is of the woman, but the emphasis on it this year with the civil unrest and a lot of stuff going on, and just the pandemic and things of that nature, you know, a lot of pressure on the moms at home, you know, I'm a girl dad, like Kobe said, so I like how Kyrie's dad's daughter made a shoe. His son, who is a mega athlete, you know, allowed his sister to do it, and it has stuff with his mom and then his daughter and his sister in it too.
Makes the colorway more meaningful.
Yeah, I do like this. I grabbed like 4 pairs of these, because when you like a shoe and you dog it out and you mess it up and you're like, dang, I wish I had another one. I always, if I really, really like it and it has a meaning that affects me too, you know, I'm a mama's boy too, I'll put it right in the back of the closet. You might have a tournament, you might have a game, you know, playing with the Westchester Wildcats in the ABA. You know, I throw these on, and I throw these on this time next year, and they be like, yo, when you get them? And I'm not paying $250, $300 for the resale price. So to close out, got a couple more minutes, but first, I appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, sir.
Because I know I didn't give you a heads up, but y'all know I'm in here all the time, and you'll always take care of me. You know, if you're in Delaware, Christiana Mall, they make me feel good, and I think it's that Maya Angelou quote. I don't want to chop it up, so I don't want to misquote it, but basically it was like, you don't really know what you did, you just remember how you feel and how you were treated, and that just goes off of relationships. They have awesome customer service here, very relations driven. So I do like the team. Shout out to Terrence. You.
Yes, sir.
he handling the logistics side of things.
He is.
Yeah, but I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna still be doing boxes in the basement reviews, but I'm gonna just stop in here once a month or bi-monthly or something like that, just to show some love, just to let y'all know what stuff that they got on the shelves in here. I always come. This is one of my first go-tos, just because sometimes you got to try it on before you order it. Yeah.
You're always welcome.
Thanks, Nick. Yo, so I'm gonna put this video up, and I know it's only gonna have like the minute segment, but if you go into the YouTube and watch it, I'm gonna tag everybody in it, and then we can do it that way. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or whatever, you can hit my DM. If you have my number, you can text me, or you can just make a comment on YouTube. But also, be safe out there, because a lot of stuff is going on, and people thinking everything is back to normal, and it's not. But we want to give y'all some good content, some positivity. And last but not least, shout out to my boy Baby Shaq, everybody, all my brothers that are doing positive stuff, that got positive affirmations, that have, you know, they little merch that they got, and they gift me some stuff. That, you know, I still throwing money. You know, I don't, you know, you don't ask people that's trying to come up for something free, but sometimes they discount it for me, but I do, you know, pay for mine. But I did want to highlight Baby Shaq for that, because he got a nice movement, and being a basketball legend, it's appropriate. So take care, y'all. Be safe, and I hope y'all enjoy this 15 minutes.